Hello there everyone, this is Anton Dulce here, and today I'm going to be doing What If Ichigo Was Betrayed Part 1. So, I'm going to explain a few things. The person that told me about that helped me create the script, told me that this is going to be only a 3-part series. So, basically I'm going to make part 3. I'm only going to make 3 parts of this series. So, if you guys like it, I might as well talk to him to make it more parts, but for now it's only gonna be 3 parts because there's not gonna be that much parts in this. So part 2 of Mihawk will be out tomorrow. Solo leveling tomorrow. Satoru Gojo Issei will be out. Part 3 will be out tomorrow. And for that person that wrote in the comments of Satoru Gojo that there's a legend of the YouTubers never make it to part 3. I swear to God, if I see that comment one more time, I'm gonna get pissed. But still, I'm gonna make part 3 of that series. I just had to work on other ones because there has been so many subscriber specials. So I don't really know how much subscribers I have now, but if I check, I'll say thank you for the amount of subscribers that I have now. So yeah, let's say. Yeah, this is going to be. I'm gonna go pause real quick. Alright, guys, I figure out how many subscribers I have. I literally had to go to my other computer. So yeah, I have 870 subscribers. So thank you so much for 870 subscribers. This is going to be the 870 subscriber specials. And thank you for a certain someone in my Discord for helping me make the script. I won't say his name, but I'm really grateful that he'll make it. So yeah, thanks to him. So we're gonna start off after Ichigo learns Bankai. Then we go to where Ichigo goes to save Rukia. He realized that something was weird. He found it out something weird. He saw that there is no Soul Reapers attacking him. As he got to where Rukia is at. But when he got there, Ichigo saw an army of Soul Reapers behind Rukia. As Ichigo asked, Rukia, what's going on here? What's going on? As Rukia said, are you really that stupid, Ichigo? Then Ichigo said, let me guess. You made a plan to get your powers back, right? Then Rukia said, good, you understand. So now the army that was standing behind Rukia start to attack Ichigo. And remember, the army didn't really have Bankai form. There was only 3 people that had the Bankai form, but it wasn't Rukia's older brother. So yeah, as they start to attack, as all the Soul Reapers went to attack Ichigo, Ichigo just yelled Bankai. A, a smoke of pressure started to appear on Ichigo as he went to the same form you see on the screen. That's Ichigo's form. Then Ichigo knocked out every Soul Reaper that was standing on his way as he reached Rukia's place. Then when Rukia said, good, now attack, then he hit her Bankai 3 times. Then another pop of smoke, but then 2 people that had their Bankai form went to attack Ichigo. Ichigo was like dodging left and right from one. Then the other one was coming, he started to dodge. Then he started to attack the other ones, but the third one literally stabbed Ichigo. It stabbed him right in the chest, making Ichigo fall to the ground. Looking up, bleeding from his mouth. Rukia, you better hope I'm dead. Because if I live, you won't like it. As Rukia said, what's going to happen with a dead person? As Ichigo just smiled and said, you'll see soon, as he closes his eyes. Then Rukia leaves. Ichigo's body on the ground Then she starts getting her powers back. But something was weird with it. They had it a bit more than usual. But that is all that's gonna happen. As we go to Ichigo's Mindscape, where he sees Sangetsu. Then Ichigo asks, what do I do now? What do I do? I'm almost dead. Then Ichigo looked at Sangetsu, as Sangetsu said, if you fuse with me, you will be more powerful, but you will be trained here by your hollow side, as I will be gone. As Sangetsu took out his hand and showed Ichigo. As Ichigo, let's say Ichigo didn't want to do it, but Sangetsu took Ichigo's hand by force and shaked it. As Sangetsu said, well, this is the only thing I can do for you, Ichigo. Now with all the power that you have, you'll train on your abilities and become strong enough to end this world. Not to end it to the limit, end the people that live here. Change everything. As Ichigo said, I will. As Sangetsu fused with Ichigo, there's no longer Sangetsu. It's just gonna be a regular sword that Ichigo can summon without saying its name. So, one thing before I start, Ichigo's eyes are permanently gonna be that color. You see the one that has black and yellow? His eyes are permanently gonna be black. There's no way to change it. His hair is gonna be longer. So if you guys have seen the anime Bleach, try when you get to the part where he goes final Sangetsu. That'll be what he's how long his hair is. His hair won't be black. It'll be the same as when he trained to get final Sangetsu. His hair will be that long. As Ichigo have more spiritual pressure than a normal human, making him be half a god, but not that much of a god. So yeah, as Ichigo looked at his hollow side and said, do we start? As Ichigo's hollow side said, it's going to be 14 years to train in here. But in the outside world, it's going to be 8 or 3 months exact. As Ichigo said, I don't have that long then. Then Hollow Ichigo said, it's only 8 months in the human world. Then Ichigo said, okay, let's start then. We skipped 3 years. Ichigo's strength and reflexes have gone through the roof. Not to the maximum, but really strong. Then strong, 8 years ago in Ichigo's Mindscape, Ichigo has been growing and growing, making his body and spiritual pressure be bigger. Be almost at the same size as when he won final Sangetsu. Final final Sangetsu, yeah. Where he had to literally fuse with the Sangetsu, so he fused earlier. So when he goes to that form, oh god. You can literally say goodbye to losing his powers. He won't. Sangetsu made it that when he fuses with him, it's over. Nobody can take his power away. Once he fuses his power, he's able to go to the final Sangetsu whenever he wants. And Ichigo still has the normal forms, all the forms that he got over the anime, and all his swords that he got, he still has them all. He'll learn them all because of his hollow side. So yeah, let's keep going. Ichigo is near his peak in strength and spiritual pressure. 2 years have gone by making it up. Sangetsu told Ichigo that for his last year he's going to be training in his transformation. Ichigo remember this and just asked his hollow side to train him on that. Ichigo can reach all the way to final Getsuga Tenshu without losing his power. Very long ago, everyone has forgotten about Ichigo, except for Yoriichi and Kitsuki have been looking for him, but they couldn't find him. After Ichigo completes the rest of his training, he learns hollowification. And yes, he learned how to use all of his hollow forms, including the one when he went berserk and had the hole on his body. So I'm gonna search up a picture, so let me continue. After then, Ichigo fuses with his hollow side, making his eyes go black and yellow, the same that I was telling you. Then Ichigo leaves. So Ichigo's attitude has gone bad to the people that he doesn't like and good to the people that he trusts. Then Ichigo leaves one more thing. He doesn't use final Getsuga Tenshu a lot, only in emergencies, which is gonna be when I say some parts. So yeah, I'm gonna pause and show you what I mean. So yeah, Ichigo can use this form without any problem, since he fuses with his hollow side and he has fused with Sangetsu. So there's no problem with him using this side. And yeah, I do not own any of these pictures, not even the picture that I got there. That was just a picture from a friend that I got through Discord. So I'm gonna pause real quick. So yeah, here's the photo. So yeah, I'm gonna continue. Ichigo has left his mindscape. He has woken up by touching his hair. He felt his hair and it was longer. It was all the way to his shoulder. Let's just say shoulder. I'm not planning to making him look like a sanpakto. Yeah, sanpakto. I'm not making him look like that. So yeah, his hair was covering his eye, but he just left it alone. His eyes are, like I said, they're all black and yellow. They're more lighter yellow now, as Ichigo just disappeared in a burst of wind, cutting through time and space to go to the Soul Reaper world. As Ichigo cut through time and space, he went through the portal and entered the Soul Reaper world. As he looked at the Soul Reaper world and was in the middle of the sky, looking down at it and said, "It's time for you all to pay. You have made my only friend to leave me. Now he is gone, and he only saved my life, and I will end all of you. Oh, no. I will only end that bastard, that girl's family. And I won't..." What am I thinking? How to start a war. There's no point of doing this anymore. So if you heard me right, there's gonna be a war. So Ichigo decides to send a Getsuga Tenshu at the Soul Reaper headquarters, as Ichigo yelled out, "Getsuga Tenshu!" as he slides. And then the attack went flying towards the Soul Reaper land as it cut through all the material of the Soul Reapers. As Ichigo said, "This is a warning for all Soul Reapers. The end of all of you will be coming soon. You wanna fight me? Come get me here in this location, in a deserted world in the Hollow Lands. I have ended everything." As all the Soul Reapers were looking at Ichigo, then Ichigo just appeared in front of all of them, standing on the top of the wall. As the person that was covering the door of the Soul Reaper land tried to attack Ichigo, but Ichigo, without using a sword, he just literally poked the punch of the person, poked the punch, making it crack his bones. As Ichigo said, "Weak." Then he just put his hand into a fist, put spiritual energy in it, making it 100 times much stronger, and slamming it into his face, sending him flying into the other side. As Ichigo said, "Is that all you got, Hollows? Is that all you got, Soul Reapers? You have decided to kill me, making me this. So, where's Rukia and her brother?" Then all the leaders of all the Reaper squads came out and tried to attack Ichigo, but then Ichigo just laughed and said, and summoned out his mask. Not going into that form that I was talking about, just going into with his mask. As his mask went into his second form, making Ichigo have red lines on one side of his face, but having the whole mask. As Ichigo just went into his Bankai form without saying Bankai, as everyone saw this, and Ichigo just sliced one time in the air, sending an enormous spiritual attack at them, making them all crash into a wall. Then Ichigo says, "Pathetic. All of you are weak. Let's see how you're gonna go once the war starts against me. Make sure to get some friends. And one thing, tell the Hollows that I'll be visiting them. As he looked at Rukia and her brother. Rukia, you're afraid of a person who can't even touch me. As Ichigo just desummoned his mask and decided to slash the reality and went to the Hollowlands, to where all the Hollow people. Oh, it's like I can't say the name correctly, but it's the group where Ichigo uses final Getsuga Tenshu. There, he went there, as Ichigo just sliced one time through the air, cutting the whole building apart. As all the Hollow leaders were looking at Ichigo and said, "What the hell are you doing here?" Then Ichigo said, "I'm here to tell you something. If you all want to live, you have to work with the Soul Reapers. I am not gonna be nice to all of you. You have ended my mother, and I will kill all of you. And I don't care if I'll be the only Hollow in this world. I am the full Hollow now. I don't need to be with a team of weaklings like you." As the leader tried to attack Ichigo, but Ichigo just put up his hand, catching the attack and just swinging up his hand and throwing him to the ground. As he crashed into the ground, making the mountain that the castle was standing on go more deeper. Then Ichigo said, "Weak." Then he just went into this form. I'm gonna pause. Yep, this form. Ichigo went into this form, and then he just went the same way he went against the other battle with that guy that went into his full Hollow form. Ichigo just did the same thing. He made a red orb between those two horns of his head, and shot everything at one mountain, and de-transformed and said, "This is the power of me. If you guys wanna even live, you should work with the Soul Reapers. The war will be here. I'll be waiting on that other mountain over there." Then Ichigo just left. As the Hollow leader just got up and went to the Soul Reaper Society and said, "We're gonna be needing your help to end this war." And I'm gonna pause. And yeah, I'm back. Then the Hollow leader asks, we're gonna need your help to end this war. This Ichigo guy is too strong for me, for even us Hollows to be. Then the leader of all Soul Reaper Society wanted to disagree, but they had to. They only had it at least 1 week. As Rukia's stepbrother, said, "How about we send only a group of our strongest soul reapers and a group of the strongest Hollows, so they can go hunt him down?" Then the leader said, "That won't be a bad idea, but he said he was a full Hollow now, so there isn't a point of trying to fight him. I don't even think Bankai will beat him, but let's see what's gonna happen." As they summon all of their strongest, not all of them, they just summon 4. That will include Rukia and 4 of their strongest over there. So let's say the group is Yodorichi, Kitsuki, Rukia, and the red hair guy that had a crush on Rukia, Bingo Bongo, I don't remember his name. If any of you don't remember the guy's name from Soul Reaper, he was the red haired one that had a crush on Rukia. If you guys can tell me his name, I will be grateful. So yeah, that was the team. For the Hollows, it was just a regular Hollow team that had a 3 powerful and 1 weak. Not that weak, just that it's strong enough to beat a Soul Reaper. Then they were all taken to the Hollow World, as they were all in front of the mountain Ichigo was standing in. As Ichigo was sitting down, holding his sword, in what form should I want Ichigo to have his sword in? I'm gonna pause to look for one. So yeah, Ichigo had it on his Bankai form, as they all were shocked to see that. But Ichigo didn't have the clothes on. So Ichigo is just on, let's just say he had the full-on Bankai clothes on still. As they all were shocked to see that he can stay in that form more longer than all of them. As Rukia was the first one to speak up and said, Ichigo Kurosaki, why are you doing this? As Ichigo laughed. Imagine the Sasuke laugh. Oh, Jesus, that laugh was creepily horrible. Then Ichigo just said, I am only doing this to end this. I am ending this. You guys treat the weak like it's nothing. I try to help you. But, what's the point? You made one of my friends give up their lives to save me. And then Rukia said, and who was that? Who would want to save a worthless bastard like you? Then Ichigo got angry, appeared in front of Rukia, put the sword right an inch. And when I mean an inch, I mean an inch away from her throat. As Ichigo said, don't speak bad about my friend again, or else you'll die in an instant, you worthless girl. As he disappeared and reappeared back in his face. Then Ichigo said, I won't tell you who he is, but he gave up his life just to save me. Now it's time I do the same. I will end all of you and try to reform you. And if you guys don't and if you guys don't decide to listen to what I have to say, you will meet your doom. Giving them all the cold-eyed, because all they could see now is just hollow eyes without even the mask. So one of the hollow captains said, but how do you have those eyes? Aren't you supposed to be in a hollow form to have them? Then Ichigo laughed and said, remember, I told you I fused with a hollow. My hollow fused with me, giving up his life just to give me a chance. And I have his attitude, so he can technically take over me whenever he wants. But he's just letting me do whatever I want for now. Because I told him that once we get rid of you guys, he'll have the fun. I will let him take control, and you guys won't like the outcome when he fights with people. When they heard this, all the bloodlust that Ichigo's hollow side had it with him went to Ichigo, as Ichigo released it, showing them what he meant. As they all were trembling, then Ichigo said, well, time to fight. I won't even need to use my Bankai form after all. As Ichigo just transformed his Bankai form and landed onto the ground. Imagine which an anime that, oh god, imagine a Superman landing, just like you do it standing up. As Ichigo did that, standing up. Yeah, so Ichigo landed, making a crater. Then they all look, is he really that strong? As Ichigo just started walking and walking, as they all try to attack Ichigo. As Ichigo saw Yoruichi and Kitsuki. When Ichigo saw them, he disappeared from the blink of an eye of all the people that were trying to attack him, and reappeared in front of them and said, well, hello there. Long time don't see. As he looked at Yoruichi. And if you're saying, I'm gonna say this, Yoruichi's going to be, let's say, how old was Ichigo? I'm gonna pause. Okay, so it says that he's 17, but then the skipped to the other series, it says that he's 27. So, let's say that he is, in this, he will be 17, but Yoruichi will be 20. I give up. 20. So yeah, if you guys don't get where I'm going with this, then I'll tell you the next part. But if you do, comment down below that you know where I'm going with this. So yeah, Ichigo looks at Yororichi and smiles at her. As Yororichi started to blush a bit, but just hide it from Ichigo as fast as she could. Then Ichigo just grabbed them both, teleported them out into the mountain where he was, and said, "Stay here. Both of you don't need to join this war." Then Kitsuki said, "Ichigo, we're part of them. Why?" And Ichigo said, "I'm only doing this for your own good. Those bastards would have killed you if you would have found my body. They don't want to tell the media the truth about what happened to me. Even though after all I did just to save her. This is what my friend died for no reason. He died to save me, and now I have to end up making a deal. And now I will go and that I will end everything. No, I won't. No, he won't end everything. He'll only end them until they give up." Then Ichigo looked at them and said, cracking his neck, as he cracked his neck, cracked his knuckles, and said, "Now let's fight." As Ichigo summoned his sword without saying any name, and the sword just came out normal. They were all shocked, and one yelled out, "How are you able to do that?" Then Ichigo said, as Ichigo went in front of the guy, punched him in the gut, and sent him flying into the mountain, knocking him out. "I can't tell people like you what's my secret, so you'll have to find out sooner or later if you survive this war." Then Ichigo just gets another army attacking him. Then he just dodges left and right, up, down, up, down. Nobody could even touch him. Then four people said Bankai as they all went to the Bankai form. Then Ichigo said, weak Bankai. Then Ichigo just touched his face, making his mask come as he said Bankai. Then he went into the holification form of his. As he then, his whole skin was white. He had it a mask, the same mask that I showed you guys. Then Ichigo just said, in a dark, mad tone, "Let's play." Then Ichigo got attacks coming straight at him from the Bankais. As Ichigo just put his sword straight up, like if you're about to sharpen a pencil, he put it that way and disappearing a burst of spin, cutting through the attack as he made his sword not be able to cut this person's head off. You know what? Let's kill a few people instead. As Ichigo just sliced clean the person's head off. Then Ichigo looked at Rukia and the red hair one that I forgot his name. Then he said, "Your turn." As Ichigo, before they could even say Bankai, Ichigo appeared behind them, chopping them both in the ground, then cutting a slash through space, throwing all the bodies into the other side where the meeting with the Hollow leaders and the Soul Society Soul Reapers were at. Then they all saw Rukia and the red hair one, Yoriichi and Kitsuki there. As all of them saw Ichigo, then Ichigo said, "Good luck." Then the leaders of all the Hollows, the Soul Reapers were shocked. Then when they saw Ichigo's look, the Hollow said, "How? I thought you were only able to make your mask." Then Ichigo just looked at them, not speaking as the portal closed. Then he just said, "The war starts now." As the cut through the rift through time and space broke, making the world that Ichigo was at close the portal. As Ichigo sat down waiting, as a bunch of hollows which which don't have human form, started to attack Ichigo. As Ichigo just said, he just got his sword and slashed through all the hollows with only one swing of the air. All their heads were already on the floor. As Ichigo was like, now, let's wait. As Ichigo closes his eyes. Then we go to the Soul Sweeper Society and the meeting with the Hollows. As they all were scared. What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? This guy, he killed the army. He killed all of them. As then the Soul Sweeper leader. So, enough! As they all sat down, being scared. Then the leader said, "Oh wait, we're going to war against Ichigo Kurosaki. If anyone has any ideas of how we're going to beat this guy, you speak now, or may you stay shut forever." As Rukia speaked up and said, "Yororichi and Kitsuki were the only people that he didn't kill." As I want to make this more interesting. Yep, I won't put this part into part 2 because there's gonna be a part that nobody's gonna like. I'm sorry for those people that like Yororichi and Kitsuki and the other characters, but I'm gonna have to do this. And I'm gonna have to speak to the certain person about this part. So yeah, Ichigo. Then the leader said, "Yororichi and Kitsuki, come here." As they all were looking at them. Then the leader said, we are going to use you as bait to lower him in. Are you all agreeing with this?" Then they said, "No, we're not. Ichigo isn't a bad person. He is only doing this for vengeance. If you guys weren't so dumb to listen to a small girl like that, and you would have listened to him, do you think we would have been in war with him?" As the leader said to them, "Shut up," as he disappeared and knocked them out. Then Ichigo saw an army coming straight at him. As Ichigo just saw a giant portal with different type of hollows appear next to Ichigo. Appear far away from Ichigo's view. As Ichigo said, "The war has finally started." As Ichigo went into his holification form, the full one, where he has the horns out of his head, and he summoned his Bankai sword. As Ichigo was waiting in that form. So then, you want to know what they did to them? They tied them up to a pool and held 2 guards holding swords on their neck. So if you guys are seeing Luffy going to save Ace, it's going to be kind of like that, but they're gonna kill him right there and then. And now they're not gonna kill Yororichi. They're gonna kill Kitsuki first. Then Ichigo will be. I'm not gonna spoil it. Forget about what I said. I'm only gonna spoil this. Kitsuki will die first, and you'll see what's gonna happen to Ichigo. He's gonna go to the next level of Berserk. And if you guys are wondering why my thumbnail is only an Ichigo picture, it's because I didn't have time to make a thumbnail today. So I'll make a better one tomorrow. So yeah, this is going to be part 1 of What If Ichigo Was Betrayed. And this is the 870 subscriber special, Cliffhanger no Jutsu. Goodbye.